Look who I found sitting right behind me while I filmed my video. Calypso. Look, she was right behind me filming. Hi. Wait, I want to begin, but I want to put on my necklace first. Because, yeah, they said I don't have to prepare anything. And so that's great. Is there anybody, if I walked into a room and saw, I'd get nervous? If not, then you're cool. Okay, hello, hola mi amigos. Hola mi amigos, it's Kelisha Daily and welcome back to my channel. Today we're filming a chit chat get ready with me before I head into my callback audition, which is literally happening in about, let me look at my computer, 35 minutes. Wow. Okay, so I'm trying to do my makeup in 35 minutes. I don't know, we're gonna discuss a few topics. I never really get to sit down and chat with my subscribers or with my viewers, and I kind of like this slower paced video, and I think I'm gonna do a lot more of them. So I'm in my bedroom right in front of my photo wall, and we are going to begin. So I have this silk scarf on because I'm laying down my edges. My hair is not gonna be up, it's gonna be down, but I think it kind of looks weird with the way it's parted. So I'm just gonna tie it up and put it away. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is fill in my eyebrows. So I'm just brushing them up. If you guys want to know what I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz, longtime favorite of mine, but it doesn't matter what eyebrow pencil, I don't really care because I've been doing my eyebrows for 28 years. I don't exactly need one specific product for it to look good. And you guys, I'm going to show you. It's going to go from this to fleeky. So I only use this really to brush up my eyebrows. I actually use an eyeliner pen to fill it in because I like the thin point of the eyebrow pencil. Of the eyeliner. I'm gonna turn that off too because it's probably too loud. So yeah, how is everybody? I've been very inconsistent with my YouTube channel, and I want that to change only because I do have a goal with YouTube, and I do get really excited, but I think I put way too much pressure on myself to show up that it makes me not show up. And so I want that to change, and so I'm really glad that this is a type of video that I want to implement into my channel. It's an easy way for me to show up. It's a great way for you guys to get to know me and to talk about, acting, life, all these sort of life topics that are part of my journey and are things that I think about too. And I just want to see if we share the same opinions, if we if we think the same, or if we have varying views. I just want to get to know the people that I'm creating for, and I want you guys to get to know me too in a real and honest way. So yeah, just filling in my eyebrows so you could see the difference between this and this. It's a really big difference. Like I said, I only have 30 minutes, so I want to do a good job on my makeup, obviously, for YouTube, but I also don't want to spend too much time where I'm late to my audition. And it's not even really an audition. They basically said I got the part, but they just want to sit down with me and just discuss more about the opportunity, details. I'm sure they'll discuss pay. I think I already know how much I'm getting paid, but they're gonna discuss details, the character. So I'm really excited, actually. When I booked this film, and I'm like co-lead in it, so I'm really excited, and I'm building up my credits and getting more leading roles, which is really important to me because it says something about the work that I'm doing. And I'm also really excited because I booked this gig 1 month into taking my new acting classes, and which means they say that when you invest in like acting classes, a headshot, you should see a return in your investments by booking gigs, getting callbacks, getting auditions. And already 1 month into investing in an acting class, and I booked my first film role since, I don't know, March. So I'm just so excited about that. Oh, I cannot wait. And I'm really interested to see who I'm going to act with in this project. That's something I always look forward to. I'm like, who's gonna be my scene partner? Who's gonna, be my co-lead or my supporting actor? Like, are we gonna get along? What are they like? Like, it always excites me. Okay, so we're not there yet. My mirror fell, sorry. So we're almost there. Now I kind of just wanna, it's kind of looking a little bit too streaky. So I just wanna blur the lines a little bit and keep filming. I have to keep checking the time. I meant to film this like an hour in advance and I didn't, and so I'm kind of annoyed at myself because I wanted enough time to talk to you guys and get ready comfortably. I'm the type of person where I like to get ready very slow, because when I do my makeup or I do my hair, it's almost to me like painting a picture. And I don't know if this is because in high school, every year from grade 9 to 12, I took art. So I would like drawing and I'm good at it. But when I think about doing my makeup, I think of it as working with a canvas. And when I'm doing my hair, again, it's working with a canvas. So I like to take my time so I could get every detail. Like, even if it's simple makeup, I want to get every detail. I want to feel my very best, even in simple situations. Even if I'm just filling in my eyebrows, of course, under pressure, I don't always fill them in the best, but with more time, I fill them in even faster. And then I have a whole bunch of leftover time, and I just get to dilly-dally until I need to do what I gotta do. So I like giving myself extra time. Okay, I just need to fill this in because it's taking a long time. I just love using an eyeliner because I have sparse eyebrows. If you fill them in too dark or too much, it looks like they're not your eyebrows. So using a fine point like this allows me to have realistic eyebrows. Okay, my two dogs here are, I don't know if they're fighting or play fighting, but you might hear them in the background. That's okay too. Okay. So now I'm gonna go back in with, now they're looking at me because they're doing something. I'm gonna go back in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz and just kind of fill it in a little bit more. And so yeah, like the title says, I want to talk not only about acting, but about life, especially about living in Canada. I don't know how many of my viewers live in Canada. I should probably check the YouTube statistics or analytics, but whatever. But living in Canada in the summer is great. You guys, stop my lighting. Living in Canada is great in the summer. I genuinely feel joy and happiness and gratitude and all the good feelings you feel, obviously, in summer. But I'm telling you, I hate the winter here. It is so depressing, and it honestly affects my work. I'm less inclined to be social. I'm less inclined to kind of show up and do the work, because part of that is like trekking in the snow or in the frigid air to like an audition or whatever. I don't know, I don't like living here, not in the winter. Like, I'm so sick of it. I want to move so badly. And I was telling myself, I was like thinking to myself, Kelisha, we're not doing another winter in Canada. Like, I want to put my foot down and find a solution where I'm not here in the winter. Like, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And you know, sometimes your location and where you live kind of stifles your progress, because especially living in a cold place, I don't want to keep going through the cycle of really great highs and then extremely low lows, because you get seasonal depression. Like, that's such a real thing, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm using my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop contour concealer underneath my eyebrows. You know, it's just so tiring. I've always dreamt of living in a warmer climate, obviously, but more specifically living in California. Always dreamt of living in California. I can't tell you how many usernames reflect my love for California. Kelly Cali, or Kelly's California, or, you know, all this stuff, like Dreaming Cali. Like, these are usernames I would use to kind of just remind myself of California. But what I've gathered recently is that California, yes, it's a dream of mine, but it's also a mindset, you know? So like, there's this thing I heard in a podcast once that said, no matter how much you want to move, you look at the grass and you see it's greener on the other side, you got to bring yourself with you everywhere you go. You know, you may look across the street and be like, wow, it's better over there, but you got to bring you over there. Meaning that if you're not at peace with yourself now, healing now, happy now, even if you move somewhere beautiful, luxurious, something that you've always desired, you are still going to be sad, depleted, and unhappy, because your mindset hasn't changed. You yourself hasn't changed, just your location. And it takes two, right? Not just the external, but the internal. And so, yes, California is a dream of mine, but I have to remember that California, what I'm really hoping for and reaching for in my desire to move there, is a mindset. And it starts with me here while I'm in Canada. Like, California is a mindset. It's a state of mind. Like who am I? What am I? Where am I? And how am I with this vision of living there? Like, what does that look like? What does that feel like? Implement it now, because if not, then I'm gonna move there, be unhappy, and who knows what's next. So, but with that being said, Cali is the goal, it's the dream, and I would love it if I was there by winter this year. That would be amazing. You know, like, fine, I could do with November, but like December, can I be somewhere warm and like stay there, please? That would be really, really pretty. I just think, I don't know, Canada, especially as an actor, Canada doesn't champion its actors like the way the US does. Canada doesn't really have like a star system like the way the US does when it comes to entertainers. And so it's easy for there to be a lot of ups and downs seeking a career as an actor and as a performer, because the country itself doesn't really champion it. There aren't as many helpful resources and people like there are in America, because, you know, that's part of their system, that's part of their culture, which is one thing. But I don't know, I want to be somewhere where, you know, the industry wants me to win, in a sense, and it's just not like Canada, for instance. They give people discounts for filming here. Why are you doing that? we should not be handing out discounts for people to film here, and I get it. It's because we want to attract people here, but that just tells you something. It's kind of like desperate to me. And I think we should be doing the opposite. But I digress. I just want to live somewhere beautiful, and I want this feeling, the way I feel in summer, happy, jovial, passionate, excited, motivated, inspired. I want that. I want to feel that 24/7, not just 3 months out of the year. You know what I mean? Not just 4 months out of the year. That's ridiculous. And I don't know. I need to talk to God about it, but I got to do something about it. Like, something needs to be done. I won't allow myself to do another year of this, so something needs to be done. Okay, time check. Oh my gosh, I have 19 minutes. I might not finish my whole makeup, and I might have to come back and finish this video after my audition. But you know what? I'm gonna try. I'm probably gonna do my audition in my room because I have the lighting set up, and I think it'll be easier. Usually I do it in my living room, but we're not doing that today. Okay, so the concealer I'm using is the, oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, this is so dirty. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Concealer Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade 420. And it doesn't look like it here, obviously, because I have lighting everywhere, but it is a really good match for my skin tone, and I like that. Oops, I think I got makeup on my earrings. Okay, so my makeup, we're gonna go a little bit faster, but I'm not trying to do like a full face just for an audition. I'm trying to do my natural summer makeup. So yeah, this is basically my natural summer makeup that I do every time I have to go out, whether I'm going to work, whether I'm doing an audition, whether I'm hanging out with my friends. This is the makeup I do because it's easy and it looks really good. So also with this makeup, I wanted to bring out the pinks in my skin. I have like a neutral skin color, which means it's a mix of like pink and yellow, and so I really want to bring that out today in my makeup. I'm going to be using my beauty blender, freshly washed beauty blender. It may not look like it, but I'm telling you, I'm dark skinned, so like I'm darker skin, so a cream beauty blender that used to be this color is no longer gonna look like this. So yes, this is considered clean. So I'm just going to blend. And I should have wet this a little bit more. It's not as wet as I would like it. Should I come back and wet this? Because what's the point of blending my makeup with a dry blender? It's gonna make me be slower. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So guys, what else do I really want to talk about? Well, what I've been up to really. I've been so MIA with my YouTube because I've been overthinking everything. Like, I always pride myself on being someone who likes information and loves learning and loves to use her brain, and I find myself quite intellectual, but sometimes that stifles me because it gets me to be an overthinker. I overthink my art. I overthink how I communicate with others. I overthink, you know, my YouTube channel. And I don't want to do that because all my ideas, they go nowhere. They stay on the page, on the screen, in my notepad, on my computer, and it doesn't go anywhere. And that's not helpful. So there's actually a podcast that I listen to. It's called Make Art, Not Content. Make Art, Not Content. And it really is for the artist. So if you're an artist watching this, you write, you draw, you dance, you are a filmmaker, actor like myself, I suggest that you listen to the podcast. They really drop so much wisdom, a lot of clarity, and it really is a podcast that has gotten me out of my head and more into my art, which I think is really important. And so I suggest that you guys, give it a listen. Let me know what you think, but you won't regret listening to it. It's something that I'm now listening to when I'm walking the dogs or waking up in the morning to remind myself why I do what I do and how to get out of my head and, stay grounded and firm. Okay, so I always use this flat brush. It's like a foundation brush. I would never use this to apply a foundation because it's too streaky, but I use this and I tap it into my makeup to blend, get rid of any fine lines, and that's what I do. I realize that the angle of this may not be the best, but that's okay. This is my first get ready with me, so we'll get better at it. Okay, I'm looking at the time. It's 3:46. My meeting is at 4 o'clock. You guys, is this a get ready with me / 5-minute makeup challenge? Because, yeah, they said I don't have to prepare anything, and so that's great. Is it just me, or is being an actor post-pandemic really weird? Like, it wasn't the same when I graduated theater school at the beginning of the pandemic, and it's definitely not the same now. Now that, the pandemic is not as hectic and chaotic as it was 2 years prior, but I don't really like it though. I just feel still out of place, and like there aren't a lot of jobs at least in Canada, at least in the city I live in the GTA of Toronto. Like where are the jobs? Like, I want to be on TV and films, and I'm grateful for the opportunities that I'm getting, but I always expected before graduating theater school that they would be more consistent, and they're not. So the powder that I was using is from, where is this from? Sephore. It's quite old, as you could see the pan, but it's like a finishing powder, and it's in the color Sand. I've had it for a while. I like it. Now I'm gonna do my blush. This is the part of my makeup. So I'm using a lipstick. It's from Kiss Cosmetics, New York, and it's called Amorous Matte, which I guess is the collection, and the shade is Girls Night Out. So I like to dab this on the palm of, that's not the palm of my hand, the front of my hand. I use whatever finger and I dab it onto my cheeks to give myself color. Sometimes I do this too without applying concealer or makeup, but I'm only doing this because what's the point of doing a get ready with me without base makeup? So I look really crazy right now, but watch the magic. What are you guys doing? Like, I just got 2 dogs being kind of reckless right now. And so I dab it in, looking at the time. What was I talking about? Yeah, post-pandemic. I don't know. I'm also working on getting an agent. I've got myself a coach, really nice person that I'm working with to help me, get out of the mindset of lack and fear and worry and get into a mindset of confidence, courage, boldness, and apply for those agents. So I'm actually really feeling really confident about, my agent journey. And, God's timing is everything. So I feel like when it's time for me to get an agent, it's going to be the right time, and it's going to be with someone who I respect, who I feel like I could build a great long-lasting relationship with, and vice versa, who could help me get the jobs that I'm now complaining that there aren't any. And part of the reason is because you need agents for those type of jobs. So anyone that's watching this who is kind of new to acting or wants gigs that are higher paying, better. Okay, sorry about that. My phone got filled with storage, videos, photos, and it timed out my video. But like I was saying, for anyone who is relatively new to acting and they want to get more experience, or they want just higher quality work. They want to build their resume on network television and stuff. I suggest getting an agent. We need agents to find us those jobs. We can't do it on our own. I've been doing it for 2 years, and I get indie projects and stuff, but nothing major, no commercials, no features or anything like that, no guest stars or co-stars. So we need those agents who have access to those rooms and to those people to help us. And I suggest you guys building up your resume, because guess what? No agent is going to take you if you don't have the experience and the work ethic. They want to see what you can do. They want to see that you're dedicated, that you're auditioning and taking classes. So that's my little advice. Okay, I'm rushing a little bit because I don't have a lot of time. I have like 7 minutes. And of course, I don't know if I like my makeup because I've been talking, and usually I don't speak when doing my makeup. I'm so focused because I want it to look a certain way. And so I'm a little nervous about that. Just gonna wipe my lips. Okay. What else do I need to do? I think I have too much blush on, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let's do some eyeshadow. Luckily, you know, I could start my audition, take this off, my edges are laid, my makeup's done, and it will be fine. So I'm not too worried, but you know, I got things to do and I want to speak to you guys, and I don't want to rush this conversation. So I'm definitely gonna do another one of this when I'm not rushed. So yeah. I can't believe also that summer is coming to a close. To me, that's crazy. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting a feeling that collectively for a lot of people, this summer has been a joyful summer. And for obvious reasons too, like the pandemic has slowed down considerably since it has begun. And so people are able to see their friends and family and enjoy themselves a lot more. But there's just a sense of newness that is in the air that I'm feeling, like spiritually, physically, like emotionally. And I just, you know, for me personally, I'm connecting with old friends, and I'm just, you know, becoming more confident and aware of myself, and also not taking the bullshit from anybody. For anyone who's watching, that may be you too, but like, I'm setting boundaries, and like, I'm not really like begging for anything except for my own solitude, my own sense of self. Like, look at this thing behind me. I may have to flip the camera so that you could read it, but it's a Prince quote and it says how to be cool. And Prince says, cool means being able to hang with yourself. All you have to ask yourself is there anybody I'm afraid of? Is there anybody, if I walked into a room and saw, I'd get nervous? If not, then you're cool. And to me, that's what I've been feeling, like confident, bold me, like I don't care who's in the room with me. I'm not going to let anybody put me in a corner. No one puts baby in a corner. Like, no, I don't want anybody to make me feel less than, and it's not anyone's doing. It's really me. If I feel like that, it's a me problem. So, you know, you gotta fix up. And so that's how I've been feeling lately. Like, there's more to life than fear and worry. And summer 22, I don't know if it's hot girl summer. It's a hot girl summer, child of God summer, you know, being led by the Holy Spirit summer. It's a confident summer. It's a get your shit get together summer. It's you know, like, it's halftime season summer. It's a like you can do it summer. Like, this summer has a lot of themes, and I'm feeling all of it. And you know, not all of it is easy, but a lot of it is fun. This summer has been fun. I've done more things this summer than I have in a lot of recent summers in the past, and I think that's just a mindset thing, pandemic, and also to like a collective thing with people. Like, we're just happier. Not always, but we know what it's like to have our sense of freedom and mobility taken away from us. And so this summer people are just living it up, and I'm obviously here for it because that's what I'm doing. But I think it speaks to greater volumes about how important relationships and people and our connections are with each other. So yeah. Okay, my meeting starts in 2 minutes. This is not like a completed look. I guess I'll complete it when I come back, but I want to quickly do eyeliner. So I love doing a wing eyeliner. I feel retro vintage with it, but I also just like the way it elongates my eyes, making it look cute and put together. Even with no makeup, I'll put on eyeliner, lipstick on my cheeks, no eyebrows and blush, and I feel like no one can tell me anything. And so I love that. Oh, I didn't get to show you guys me filling in my freckles. That's okay. So after my audition, we'll come back and finish this little chit chat. But you guys wish me luck on this sort of callback audition. Let's put down my hair. Oh my gosh, I have 1 minute and I'm still talking to you guys. Let's take off this band. It's kind of like cute. My character that I was playing is really warm-hearted and passionate, and so I wanted to kind of have a look that suited that. Okay guys, wish me luck. I'll be back soon, I promise. Hello everybody, I'm back. My callback audition lasted 17 minutes, 16 minutes because I was a minute late. And good news, you guys, I booked the role. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm really happy and I'm so excited. I booked it. I booked it. I booked it. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, guys, so I booked the gig. Let's get back to chatting. So makeup. So I've done my eyebrows. My blush is done. Okay, so I have acne prone skin. It may not look like it, but I do. You can see a little pimple right here. And in the past, with my acne prone skin came scars. Even if I didn't pop them, which I don't really do anymore unless they're like whiteheads like this, but they leave scars. So you could kind of see scars. Can you see it? You could kind of see scars on my forehead a little bit. With makeup on, you can't really see it too much, but on my cheeks as well. And it's like a wellness thing too. Instead of looking at your scars as something to cover, I look at my scars and I want to celebrate them. And I celebrate them by saying that these aren't scars, these are freckles. You might not be able to see this too much on camera, but I like to wipe off the excess of my eyeliner on a piece of paper towel or tissue paper, and I'm just going to gently fill in. But you know what? Even though these aren't real freckles, I do have freckles in real life. On my nose, this is one freckle that is for real, and you can kind of see a couple too that are for real. And on my hands, I don't know if you could see it too much, but in the summertime and stuff, I get freckles, and I get them on my feet too. And I just think anyone who has freckles, it's such a beautiful accessory to the skin, and it shouldn't be something that you are ashamed with. I think freckles are beautiful. I think imperfections are beautiful, to be honest, which is why I deal with it, and they don't look like imperfections to everyone else, because I don't let them, if that makes sense, guys. So in my audition, there was a part where he was asking me about my process, And I've been taking new acting classes recently, probably the best acting classes I've ever taken. They're specifically scene study classes. And I've been implementing what I've learned in those scene study classes to my audition, like I said earlier. And so he was asking me, what was your process with like this role, with this character? And so I was trying to explain it, but because this process is newly learned, it was a little difficult for me to make it make sense. And at one point he's like, oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm at the end of it too. Oh my gosh, my edges are curling up. At the end of it too, he's like, at the end of it too, I was like, if that makes sense. And I don't really like to do that because it kind of informs whoever I'm speaking to that I don't know what I'm saying. But I wanted to do it this time because it's something that's new to me. So I was even coming to an understanding about my process in the moment where I was telling it to him as well. But yeah, recently too, I've been learning about forms of communication. And you know, I've been talking about confidence and boldness, and a lot of it too is in the way we speak to ourselves and about ourselves with others. And it all is a non-verbal, even though it's verbal, because you're not saying I'm insecure, I'm not confident. So you're not saying it outright, so it's indirect, it's kind of non-verbal, but you are verbally showing your insecurity or your lack of confidence in the way that we speak. And it is in the way that we speak. It's, you know, when we use the words like, I'm gonna try to do this, or I'm gonna try to do something. When you're doing it, you're no longer trying it. And that is a sign of a lack of confidence. Or you say things like, do you understand? Or if that makes sense, that's a sign of insecurity, where you're fearing that when you communicate with others that you're not communicating well and that they won't be able to understand you. So we use buffers like, do you understand, with people, and I'm trying not to do that with myself. It's either you understand or not. You'll let me know after, but when I speak, I'm going to speak directly and clearly. And I love that too, that I'm coming to know that about myself, because obviously I want to rise to the full occasion potential of who I am as Kelisha. So the more that I learn more about these habits, it's the better. So I'm the type of person, I don't look at too much things as critique. It is critique, but I don't take offense to it because I know that it always helps me. I'm flexible like that. I love to be told about myself, whether it's right or wrong, because then I get better. So by all means, tell me my speech patterns are wrong, or the way that I speak about myself is incorrect, or shows a sense of unworthiness and insecurity. Let me know so I could fix that, because I'll tell you something. I know my worth. I know I have lots of value, and I don't want to mistakenly miscommunicate my value with outdated forms of communication. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see the freckles I'm doing? Like, I've been just touching my skin for who knows how long, and you guys are probably like, what are you doing? But the thing about freckles is you can't just, it's gonna look fake. You have to take your time with it. Like I said, you guys, makeup, it's an artistry. Your face is a canvas. So when you do your makeup, take your time. Be intentional about it. I'm just gonna fill in my eyebrows a little bit here. Those hairs, I just love to mimic the hairs. It makes it more 3D. Okay. Last weekend I was bartending, and I saw someone that I knew and I hadn't seen in a really long time, and she was complimenting me on my hair, and she's like, oh, your hair looks so cute. How do you do it? You should make a YouTube video. In the past, I've thought about doing a YouTube video, like for the way I do my hair, but it was mostly for like a wig to help actors who want to protect their hair and who want to do a protective hairstyle while they're on set, while they're filming, while they're auditioning. You know, always having your hands constantly in your hair doesn't really help it grow. So I'm like, oh, I'll do a video with wigs. But I also wear clip-ins. These are clip-ins, guys. So my natural hair is here, but the rest is clip-ins. And the person that I saw over the weekend was complimenting me on my hair, and she's like, you should do a video or something. Or maybe I suggested it, but it got brought into conversation about me filming a video on how I style my hair, whether it's up or down. And so I do want to do that, not only for Black actresses who want a way to kind of, not only for Black actresses who want a way to protect their hair while they're auditioning and stuff like that, because it's a complex thing when it comes to hair and acting and being Black as well. But for anyone, any Black individual who wants to wear their natural hair out, whether it's wig or they want to wear clip-ins and they want that natural look, I'm definitely going to make a video about that, because this takes a lot of trial and error, and I would love to eliminate that process for someone else, where it's no longer errors, no longer any trials. This is how you do it. This is how you get this sort of result. So that's what I'm going to do. Maybe that will be my next video. I do have to edit one more part 3 of my Thunder Bay vlog, and I want to publish that next week, but maybe I won't. Maybe I will do 2 videos next week, one being a hair video, but I want to show you guys that. Okay, makeup. We're just gonna fix the eyeliner. I don't know what I'm gonna do after I finish my makeup. But yeah. Eyeliner, Fleek. I love my eyeliner. Like, look at that wing. The lighting's really weird. Let me show you guys. Okay, that's my wing. And you guys, this is the freckles. Can you see it? Is it noticeable? It's very light and natural, which is the way I usually like to do my makeup. But, you know, I tried to make it look natural so that when someone looks at me up close, they're like examining me like this. And they're like, oh, are those freckles? That's the kind of, you know, reaction I want. Not like, oh, when did you get freckles? Like from all the way over here. No. So, yeah. I also got makeup in my hair. How? I don't know. Okay, so with my makeup, the last thing I do is usually a lipstick, and it's usually always red. I'm that type of person. I wear red lipstick, makeup or no makeup, hair done or no done, because it always makes me look done. But today, like I said, I want to bring out more of like the pinky tones in my skin. Oh, the lighting is pissing me off. There we go. Ooh, that looks better. I want to bring out the pinkier tones in my skin, so I'm going to fill in my lips with a lip pencil. This lip pencil is from Milani. I've had it for a really long time. It's their Color Statement lip liner in the shade All Natural. It's really pretty. Look at that. It's a nice, really pretty color. And my lips are dry, and I would never suggest applying lip liner on dry lips, but I'm not really going anywhere, so I'm just gonna put it on my dry lips. Do you guys hear that? It's Belle, my older sister's dog, panting away. So when I say my dogs, they're not my dogs, guys. It's my older sister's. Both of them are here. Belle and Calypso. Look at those lips. One feature I really love. Let me know, guys, if you're feeling it. What feature do you love of yours? My favorite feature of mine are my legs and my lips. I love my lips. Don't have to overdraw them. But they always look so full and beautiful and luscious. When I was younger, didn't like my lips. I would literally look in the mirror like this. And I'd be like to my twin sister, Carrie, don't I look so cute with my lips like this? Because that was like bigger lips, full lips wasn't anything that people celebrated when I was younger at all. And so I obviously didn't like my lips. I hated my lips. But today, because things like our natural hair and our natural features are being celebrated, of course I love my lips. And that's the great thing about representation. When you see yourself on TV, in magazines, you learn that you're not a monster. Because monsters are monsters because they don't see themselves, because they're not given a reflection. We're not monsters, we're people. And when we see ourselves, we learn to love ourselves. And that's what happened with my lips. So what's your favorite feature of yours? Body part, whatever. Post it down below in the comments. I want to know what you love about yourself. Yeah, I had a thought. Never mind though. Never mind. Okay, so I never really wear pink on my lips. It's a little too pink. And that's also because I didn't moisturize my lips, so it's gonna look a little different. And I'm trying to see if there's anything I have that will make my lips look moisturized without me moisturizing them. I have this. I don't think this is gonna look good. This is the Fenty Beauty lipstick in the shade Flamingo Acid, and this is the Mademoiselle matte lipstick. Dry lips? No. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna continue with this routine. So if I'm going all out with my makeup, and you're probably looking at me like, Kelisha, you barely have any makeup on. I know, I don't have too much on, trust me, I know. But to round out my makeup, I'm gonna put on some highlighter, and I'm not using a specific highlighter, only because I don't want to get up right now. So I'm using a gold shade in the Maybelline Nudes palette, and I'm using that shade right there. And I'm just going to put it on my nose so you guys can see from my lighting that there's light naturally going on my nose, and I'm gonna highlight that. So wherever light is naturally hitting my face, I'm gonna apply my highlighter. I love applying it to my Cupid's bow because it just looks cute and sexy like that. I don't know. I do it underneath my brow bone. Usually I use a brush. Let me use a brush to do this. I usually use a brush. I use this brush. It's like kind of dome shaped. And it's just easier, especially underneath my brow bone. Or underneath my brow bone, on my brow bone. And with highlighter, you want to blend it in, because if you don't, it looks really weird. Like, what's that glitter on your face? It's not glitter. When you don't blend in highlighter, it looks like glitter. When you blend it in, it looks like highlight. Ooh, yeah. When I was a little bit younger than I am today, I always admired Rihanna's Cupid bow. It's a very prominent Cupid bow, right? And because I have poutier lips that don't have much definition right here, I used to try to make my own Cupid's bow. And I'm gonna show you how I did that. I'm gonna do it just for today. I would take a dark shade that kind of matches this area right here. So like this shade right here. And I would dab it in between. And then I would line it up to right here. And like you could see, it looks, my Cupid's bow is becoming more apparent, right? It's not looking pouty, which like just one sloping line, there's definition. So that's a makeup tip for you guys. If you want a more apparent Cupid's bow, if you have lips like mine, or you don't, whatever, you just don't have that, put eyeshadow, concealer, darker concealer right here. And there's a natural divot in the skin, so that's where you want to place it. And it kind of makes it look more like something. Or maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Okay. The only thing is, on camera, my eyebrows don't look as filled in. So I'm gonna fill them in a little bit more. When I was in my acting class, my teacher was like, you need to fill in your eyebrows more. And I'm like, what? She's like, you have really sparse eyebrows and it's gonna serve you better for auditions. You have to fill them in a lot more. And I was kind of taken aback because this was like the end of class. I'm like, whoa, she's giving me makeup tips? I didn't expect this. And although at the time I was taken aback, I've been following her advice. And I get it. When you're on camera, especially with sparse brows, it doesn't look like you have that much makeup on. That's why you have to have a heavier hand when you apply makeup, and especially with eyebrows, because if you don't have brow defining brows, we're gonna miss the emotion, right? Because brows shape your face, and as actors and film actors especially, it's all about the face. We want to see your expression and emotion. And so for all my sparse eyebrow people, fill in those brows. And if you think that you fill them in enough, fill them in even more. Trust me, when I go back to my demo reel and I look at the footage, I'm like, I should have filled in my eyebrows more. I had makeup on that day, but it doesn't look like it. I should have applied heavier base makeup, or I should have applied my makeup with a heavier hand, or why didn't I apply lipstick again? Like, you know, it's things like that. So it's a learning process, but it's things like that. Ooh, I kind of like that, the lipstick shade just in between. It's giving me like that trend where it's just the lip color on the, I don't know what this is called, but the middle of your mouth. Should this be my thumbnail? Ooh. Anyway, guys, I think I'm done my makeup. This is the makeup. It's very young looking. It might look more snatched if I didn't put too much blush, but whatever. So this is my makeup. This is my hair. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. I loved filming this, and I hope it shows that I loved filming it. I love just sitting down and talking to you guys. I'm sure you guys are like, who is Kelisha? What is she like? What does she dislike? You don't know me, and it's because I only show so much, and I want to show more of myself. I want to get comfortable showing more of myself. So I'm gonna do so many more videos, you guys. I'm gonna do more get ready with me's, whether it's for a callback audition like this, or it's for an audition, a self-tape, on set. I like talking to you guys, and I like you guys hearing the way I naturally speak and seeing me kind of in the flesh, unedited. And when I mean unedited, I mean unedited. The intro and the outro is going to be the only edited thing. Everything else is me 100%. And it's so important for me to show you guys that. And as a person, as a human, as an actress, I better get comfortable being authentic and vulnerable, and this is a great way. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun talking to you. This is the longest video I've ever filmed. I hope you watched it in full. Let me know what you guys think about this video, and let me know some things you want to know about me. What do you want to know about me? I'm open. Let's talk. What do you guys want to see more of? Let's talk. But it's been real. It's been fun. This is the shirt that I'm wearing, by the way, if you guys didn't know. That's the shirt. This is the hair. Those are the accessories. This is the makeup. And I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek of my photo wall. She cute, ain't she? Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe, like below if you like this video, and comment down below, please. Comments really help me get to know you guys. They allow me to get to know what you guys like and dislike, or the things that caught your attention, so that I can bring them into more videos. So please comment down below, share with me. Let's communicate and express things to each other more. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I kind of don't want to leave. I just like talking. Oh. Okay, I do have other things to do though, like edit this film and things, so I'm gonna leave. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Lots of love, and I don't know, be brave, be bold, be safe. Bye.
Give me what you need, I know what you like. I feel it for me. Tell me something, yeah.